Man, that dog looks fucking cute when she sleeps.
I know. It's too much.
It's tough, really. Like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Not wake her up.
Right. You like the table?
I love it.
I think it's a good addition. I don't know if it's our long-term solution, but it's nice to have something there.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think would be the right... What do we need? You know? Like, what should we get?
I don't know. To be determined.
We'll get a TBD.
Yeah.
That's a good brand name for stuff. And then you never have to deliver it.
Sure.
You're like, what did you expect, man? We're not even determined. Do you want to start the show?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Vibing and thriving. Vibing and thriving. Vibing and thriving. Vibing and thriving. I'm excited now.
Fuck that. Suck that. Fuck that. Suck that. Fucking nuts.
Okay, let's give it another 10 seconds. Okay, action.
Hello. What's happening?
Hey, babe. What's up?
I'm chilling.
Chilling?
Minding my business. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing good.
That's good.
How are you?
You already asked me. We're we're supposed to be in Austin, Texas right now.
We sure are.
And we're not in Texas at all. I don't know. But it's the weather got our shit fucked up. This is the second flight that we've booked to Austin. It's been canceled within 24 hours of it, supposing to go.
Take off.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm just, man, I'm not going to lie.
that.
I'm knocking out a few things, but mostly, yeah, it was an unexpected weekend.
Sure.
So I've been just taking it easy because it's been a little stressful. So
we finished a whole puzzle.
yeah, we did like 1,000-piece puzzle yesterday.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas gift.
Anybody who's watching this who's like, hey, how come you weren't doing something else? Shut up. Like, whatever. Leave me alone. I don't want to hear it. I already hear the people like in my head now, like you did a
Sure.
1,000-piece puzzle in one day. How come? Don't you owe me that thing? Didn't do it yesterday. Probably didn't do it today. Sorry. Whatever. I had a puzzle. I was supposed to be doing really productive shit this weekend, and there's something that happens to me, and I don't know if it happens to anybody else, but when I'm supposed to be really productive, I've got a plan to do a big task or a big project, and I get all emotionally hyped up to do it.
Sure.
And then that goes away. Man, I'm like...
You're out.
Yeah, I don't want to say depressed, but I'm like... I don't replace it with... It's not like that productivity goes into something else.
Sure. That makes sense.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes I'll like clean
Yeah.
the house if it's something I was going to do. But mostly I'm like, it goes... It just deflates and it goes away and I end up doing nothing for the time period I was supposed to do whatever.
I think there's nothing wrong with that. I really do. Because these situations happen unexpectedly. And so you kind of have to emotionally prepare for it because it was going to be a busy trip, a lot to do.
Right.
And all of it went away out of your control. So it makes total sense that you're like, well, I'm going to eventually have to do that. But for now, I'm just going to rest and not think about it or do anything productive because why should you?
I guess it's like the thought is like you have that momentum, so it shouldn't go to waste, and you should pour it into something else. And I did some stuff, but mostly, yeah, I don't know. It's just something that happens to me. I don't think it's that bad of a thing. I think one of the things that's tough for me as someone who does a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It's hard for me when I'm doing less shit to not measure it against when I was doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, we've talked about that.
As opposed to measuring it against, and I'm not saying you should measure it against other people, but as opposed to giving you a second and going, yo, you operate at 11.
Yeah.
So like,
I tell you this a lot.
when you're at 7 or 6 and you're still doing stuff, but you're not going all the way hard and you're not doing like 3 projects at once, that's not you under 0. Even though it feels that way.
Right.
It feels like, man, I fucking should be back at 11. That's where I belong. And it's like, man, who can sustain that?
Not me.
Yeah, right? I don't fucking think anybody.
I don't think that's healthy for you, to be honest.
I think it depends. I think there's probably some people out there who are built for it. And if you're one of those like fucking all go, no quit.
I will say my dad is close to that.
Yeah, my friend Brandon's like that.
Even when he is supposed to be resting or chilling around the house, like after an hour, he's like, I need to go run an errand. I need to go do something.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to just sit and chill.
Yeah. And I think
we love doing that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that's a huge part of our lives is the decompression. We got to do it.
Yeah, because we both have busy lives doing our separate things.
But people are not universally good at that, honey. I think that switching between those two modes is hard for a lot of people. Like switching between like, I'm gonna fucking get it done and make it happen, and then going to like, all right, now let's chill. I think at least talking to my friend Brandon is a great example of one of those people who just like, you look at his energy and how much he accomplishes, and like when he's working, the hours he puts in and the projects he does, the time he commits to it and at full energy. He's not like at everything, like falling asleep. He's at everything.
Yeah.
And the extra project and the third job. And he's there like, what's up, guys? Like full, like almost all the time, like there. And I used to envy that. And I had one of our mutual friends who's actually our roommate at one point who was like, it took me years of living with him to give myself room not to be compared to him.
Sure.
Because he's different.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean he's better. It just he's different.
Yeah.
You want to look at that and be like, man, I wish I could be like that sometimes.
Sure. But
you're not. And he is. And that's okay. And Brandon tells me all the time, he's like, man, I wish I could decompress like you. You're so good at like, you do shit and you are productive and you do great things. But then it's like, how to like play video games and watch TV. Just like smoke some weed and chill out. And for him, it's like, yeah, he can't let go. It's like he can't unclench sometimes.
That's the thing that we're super compatible in that I guess I took for granted.
Right. Not everybody's like that. A lot of people are just tightly wound people. I mean, babe, that's what fucking every romantic comedy is about. It's literally about somebody who's like so tightly wound that they can't chill out. And then they meet somebody who's usually the dude who's like, hey, you should chill out. And have you ever thought of type B? How about type B? How about type me? And then she's like, oh my God, I can let my hair down.
Is that
for the
right?
rest of the movie.
Yeah, that's right, like Uncle Kyle? Do you agree with that?
I'm going to be honest. I missed what you said. I was looking something up.
Please share with the class because you just got called on by the teacher and you had nothing to contribute. So please share what was so important. I want to open the note in front of the class. What were you searching for?
I was looking up stuff for the show.
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's move on to a new segment, apparently. Now I'm asking you, Uncle Kyle, what you got?
I was trying to find a Euphoria character generator, like the one for the Harry Potter one.
Oh, for the bit we're doing later.
Yeah, so I'm not just naming off random things. I can't find one,
Got
so
it.
I'm going to just name random characters. But I was looking for that.
Okay.
I was being productive. I'm sorry I missed. Okay, please repeat, and I will agree or disagree.
All I was saying was
Accordingly.
we were talking about how we take it for granted that as a couple, we're both kind of type B when it comes to being able to decompress. We're not lazy people, but we're people who work hard, but when it's time to chill out, it's not hard for us to chill out. And she said, I take it for granted that we're both like that. And I said, there's a lot of people out there who are not like that. And they have trouble relaxing. That is what every romantic comedy is about.
Yeah.
It is about one character who can't relax, who's super busy. There's like a Family Guy joke about it. It's like the woman who's busy with business is like doing business stuff and she can't calm down. And then a guy comes by who's super hot and like chill. And he's like, you should really chill. And that is the plot of so many things. Like think about You've Got Mail. That's a movie we watched together, right?
Yes.
So like he is the one who's trying to get her to like chill out. He's
Right.
like, I know I'm putting you out of business. Your family started an independent local neighborhood thing that's really important to people.
Yeah.
And I'm going to murder that. But you should chill out. Just relax.
It is
and by the end of the
interesting.
movie, what happens? She's like, we're cool.
It is interesting that in all of those scenarios,
That's what You've Got Mail's about.
the being too productive and too on the go is always portrayed as the wrong way to live.
That's true.
But to go back to your question, yes, I do agree. You guys are very much like that, and I appreciate it a lot.
Thanks, man.
Gee, thanks.
So should we do we were talking about fuck you money,
Yeah.
and Kyle and I had a fun conversation in the kitchen the other day about.
And I wasn't there.
No, you weren't there. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
Like Kyle and I had a conversation. Like I wouldn't say it like that if you were there. I'd be like, remember the other day when the three of us?
Got it. Thank you.
Hold on. So the other day, Kyle and I were in the kitchen and we were having a conversation about being petty. And we're like, we're not petty people at all. But if we had a lot of money, like fuck you money, like crazy money that we could just throw away, it would be really hard to not spend that money being petty just for the story.
Sure.
Like, Kyle, what was one of the examples that we came up with the other day? Are you Googling or do you have a minute?
No, I'm fully locked in now. Fully locked in. I don't remember the specific example, but it was definitely something along the lines of like coming across a jerk in a store or something. And I think one of the things that we said was that like if they said something rude, we'd just find the biggest fucking guy in the store and be like, hey, pay them like $1,000. Like,
Yeah.
hey, say that again. Like come over here and just like come a little
Yeah, I
come a little
think-
closer. Just pay the guy to stand next to you while this jerk says whatever they were saying.
I think one of the cool things, to put a different term on it, Kyle, is like the on-tap bodyguard.
Yeah.
Like when you have so much money that you can just you just find the biggest person
Anybody
and
around.
hand them an obscene amount of, like, here's $20,000. If
That is so random.
if anyone in this bill, like, well, let's say you were in a place where everybody was mad at you, you know, and they were
Sure.
like, you got people giving you the eye, and you're like, oh shit, well, I'm just gonna find this guy who's 6'7", 300 pounds, and be like, here's 20 grand cash. Stand here.
So like they just happen, like they have to be in that environment
What do you mean?
at the same time.
A big person?
Yeah.
There's a big person everywhere. I've never
Yeah.
been the biggest person anywhere, unless there were like
But
three other people.
6'7"?
I'm exaggerating to a best case scenario.
just
I'm
find
talking about the guy
somebody
who would be worth 20 grand. I'm
in
not
the
talking about a
area.
$200 guy.
Oh,
That could
I
stand
see.
in as your
Okay,
bodyguard.
it
Yeah.
varies. Okay.
I would pay them different amounts of money. Yeah. If like your brother is the best guy who's there, he's kind of smaller than me.
Like the point is that like
I'm not going to give him 20 grand to do a lot in this particular scenario. It would depend on what it was.
But the point is that we're not going to like a bodyguard agency and having somebody follow us around.
Right.
It's just,
I'm not
it's a
booking
spontaneous thing where you're like,
right.
I'm just going to
exactly.
pay someone to,
retainer.
I'm going to pay this guy to intimidate someone else for me.
All the news I got in this scenario is that you were going to pay a shit ton of money.
Right.
$20,000
Yeah.
Give or
to
take.
beat someone up.
Yeah, or whatever. At
and
that
they're
point, it's like
6'7". You didn't say
not
that
to beat someone up.
what
That's
they don't
not
have
what.
to- yeah,
no,
they're
no,
just-
no.
they're
It's
just there.
preventative. It's preventative. It's not.
It's just there to rub
It's
it
not
in
an
the face of the
aggressive
guy
thing.
who was being a jerk. To be like, hey,
Yeah.
say that thing again.
Oh, okay.
Say it, but say
I
it
get
to my face, but say it while I have this giant man standing
Yeah,
next
yeah,
to me. Do you
yeah.
still
Exactly.
want to be a jerk?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so different from what I thought.
Yeah, it's like if you go to the store and you see like your worst enemy and you see that they're shopping for tortillas and so you buy all the tortillas.
That's a great one.
You buy all the fucking tortillas, more than you could ever eat. You go and start handing them out to the homeless. Who gives a shit? But by the way, homeless guy, if you see this fucking asshole come over here, don't give him any.
So you're going to show a photo.
No.
Yeah.
Have that person follow you around.
I'll have the asshole's name on the fucking paper that is on the stack of money that I'm handing out or whatever.
Wow.
You know, just like here's money. Don't you know, whatever he wants, whatever he needs in this life. If you encounter him, just make it harder on him. I don't care what it is. Don't hurt him, but just like make his life a little harder.
Oh my god.
Like that would be a cool thing to be able to do. Like if you were really angry at somebody and you could like go and figure out where everybody in their like a bunch of significant people in their life and give them all like Venmo each of them like $1,000. Like the top 10 people in their lives that aren't like their spouse or their, you know, anyone who's like an immediate ally, but like their door guy, like pay their door guy like $1,000 to be like, call him by the wrong name and ignore him all the time.
Oh my God,
You
that
know?
makes me think of a great thing that's sort of another thing we talked about yesterday.
Okay.
Would be if there's someone you just hated, do exactly what we're talking about. Find all of the people closest to them in their life and just pay them a bunch of money to pretend like he doesn't exist.
Yeah, to ignore him.
To completely and just like
To like, it's a wonderful life him to the point where he's like,
to where like
Clarence, I want to go back. Clarence.
he's like goes up to his best friend to like be like, hey, what are we doing this weekend?
Oh my
just doesn't
gosh.
even look at him, doesn't acknowledge him, just make him think
like,
he
what is it?
is a
I know I'm always
ghost.
referencing TV shows on this podcast, but that's what it's like to hang out with me. The fucking Jim pays everybody $5 to call Dwight Dwayne all day.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I paid them all $5 and it was totally worth it. It was the best day. He thought he was losing his mind.
It's the
That's
ultimate
kind
form of
shit.
gaslighting. Like
Yeah.
if you're
Oh
super
my
rich,
God.
you just
Dang.
gaslight someone into thinking that they
Even
don't
Even my
exist.
worst enemy, who I can't think of right now, I wouldn't do that.
I would figure out like for example, I got somebody who fucked with me and this guy's favorite car is like, I don't know, a black BMW.
Okay.
He's always wanted one, but he can't afford one, right?
Okay.
And it's like that's too cheap of a car. An Aston Martin, something
Okay.
crazy, right? He wants a fucking black Aston Martin more than any car in the world, and he's always wanted one. I would like buy one and give it to his next door neighbor and have it parked in the driveway next door.
Wow, that's so
This is the kind
petty.
of stuff. I know, but babe, I invite you to get creative. We're not going to do these things.
I know, my brain can't even handle this right
I
now.
just came up with the car one right now. I
thought
can
of
just
one.
do
That
that.
goes to
I thought of
show
one
you
similar
where
to that,
my
too.
Yeah, what do you
brain...
got? Kyle, what do you got?
I got. Let's just. I mean, I'm gonna get really petty
Yeah,
with it.
yeah,
And,
let's
like,
go.
You know, you have like little moments throughout.
Put on your
any
petty
day
panties,
where, like,
bro. Let's go.
Someone cuts you off, or someone like gives you a dirty look, or like little things that you just let go because it's just, you know, it's not worth your time to get upset about things like that.
Sure.
But if you have a bunch of money and you're bored,
Right.
someone cuts me off, I'm gonna like get his license plate, figure out where he lives because I have connections when I have that much money, and I'm gonna buy up all the property around him.
Oh, that's good,
And like,
dude.
just
That's control.
build something that's
at this
super
point, you can do
disruptive.
whatever you want.
Yeah, make like a little water park right next to his house.
You can have a few different things.
I don't care what the zoning laws are. I'm gonna figure it out,
you
and
see
we'll.
I
what
love
you-
how it's always a guy.
You do it through a
Or
shell.
girl, whatever.
We sound like assholes if we do these things to women.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't say that on the podcast. I would never.
I get along really well with most of my exes. I
But
would never
the-
do anything like that.
I love when you do this. It's like just energy.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it.
It exudes energy.
I don't know.
You're like passing it on to me
Yeah.
or something.
Hot potato.
Okay, Candace.
Yeah.
One example. One thing you would do.
Come on, you can think of something.
I'm just looking at the cutest dog right now.
They can't see the
I
dog.
don't know. I don't know. I need to think on it. This is not a
She's a better
Okay.
person than us, then that's okay. That's good.
I want you to take it away. I want you to come back when we do the next episode,
Okay.
and if we have our guests on, which we won't say who it is now, but if we have our guests, I think they will love this,
okay.
and I think it'd be
Yes,
great if you.
I agree.
I would love to hear their ideas.
Yeah. We'll see.
I love this person. It's gonna be that's fun.
We're doing a good
like
job concealing gender, which I think is a testament to how open-minded we are, because it means that we can all they them. You know, proof positive. It's in the pudding. Kyle, is that a cut? Or
Oh, don't say her name because she's very sleepy and that's what we want.
yeah, that's a good point. We don't want to get her attention or nothing like
Don't
that.
do the cute name.
No, I don't even know who you're talking about. I don't even have a dog.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
Okay. So we were gonna play a game. Hold on, I'm gonna take it again. I'm gonna get some water. So we were gonna play a game that Kyle suggested. Kyle, Uncle Kyle, do you want to explain the game?
The game is called.
Take your time.
I was checking to see if I was muted.
Right.
The game is called Smash or Pass.
Okay. And
Fun.
I did not know this game, so tell me again how this game works.
It is it's a fun, popular game. Not
Okay.
to turn you guys off from playing it, but
Okay.
That's to me.
Yep.
Thank you, Kyle.
nobody specific. But you just usually you pick a show or a movie or some kind of universe and just get random characters thrown at you, and you just say whether or not you'd smash or pass. It's super simple.
Yeah, that's
Lots
fun.
of fun.
Okay.
Do you want to play Smash or Pass, honey?
Sure.
Not objective at all.
Like you mean not objectifying?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I would hate that.
Wow.
All right. Well, then this is Smash or Pass.
Smash or pass, smash or pass. It's time to play that smash or pass. You know it's smash or pass, smash or pass. It's where we pick between smash and pass. And if this segment is not your style, direct all your hate to Uncle Kyle. Kyle made us do this. It was Kyle.
Okay, so for the first category, I thought it'd be fun to go with something that Rob is familiar with, but Candace probably doesn't know anybody besides the main three.
Yeah, if that really.
If that.
Cool.
So we're doing Smash or
So
Pass
fun.
Harry Potter version.
So yeah, Candace doesn't know any Harry Potter at all. Zero zip nada.
And we
But
have this.
we have this wheel that's gonna pick these characters, and then Kyle's gonna show you a better photo than the one that's there. He's gonna Google image search the.
and we're going to clip this
the
to
character.
look real nice.
Sure.
And I'm not able to look at the screen, right?
Well, no, you have to look
Yeah.
at
No,
the
you gotta
screen.
look. Can you see it behind you? Like, how hard is it for you to look over your shoulder? Yeah, turn a little bit more sideways.
We're going to spin the
There you
wheel to determine the character.
Okay.
How's the shot look with her like that, Kyle?
Great. Yeah, it looks great. It's actually better because the mic's not in front of her face.
All right. Here, I'll do another clean intro for it so that way
Cool.
I can clip it out. All right, Candy, you ready to play Smash or Pass Harry Potter characters, a universe you are completely unfamiliar with?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
And go.
See who we got.
Spinning the wheel.
Oh, it zooms in. That's
Yeah,
good.
it does.
What does that say?
Blazy.
Blaze.
Zambini. Of course, we start with an
Blazy
ambiguous
Zambini?
character.
I don't know who Blazy Zambini is. Let's go, Blazy Zambini. Let's see what's up. I don't know if I would
Zambini.
smash or pass either.
There we go.
Okay. Make it yeah, there you go.
Smash or pass.
Smash or pass, babe.
Pass.
Ooh, you just got passed on, Blazy.
Lazy.
Zabini ass motherfucker. All right, next.
Rob, you have to give an answer as well, by the way.
Oh no, I'm passing on Blazy, dude. I don't like his name. And we're talking about the characters, not like the actors themselves.
Yes, it's not.
Because we've met and worked with some of these people, so I'm not gonna. I'm not talking about you as a person. I'm talking about these characters that you played.
I also have zero context of the characters. So.
Right. I don't know who that guy is at all. I don't even know what house he was in.
Interesting.
I couldn't even tell if he was like Slytherin or what.
Okay.
I don't know who Blazy
Let's go,
Zambini
Kyle.
is. Let's pick a real character.
Spin that
Lazy ass bitch.
wheel.
Oh, there we
Almost
go.
Blazy again.
Yeah, right. We almost double blazied. Let's take a look at Neville Longbottom, and
Longbottom.
please, you got to pick. You got to pick the end, dude. You got to give him full credit.
What?
That like Deathly Hollows.
Yeah, no, but we're gonna start with like original.
You son of a bitch.
Oh no.
That's gonna be a pass for you, babe. Are you a pass on Neville Longbottom?
That's a pass for me.
It's a pass, but let's look at the side by side though.
Yeah, look at the new homeboy.
Oh.
Right?
That's him in like real life, but this is Neville Longbottom at his like
God.
when he defeated
Yeah.
he defeated.
Yeah, we got to go with the character.
That's gonna be a pass.
That's
That's
still
going to be a
pass.
pass
Still a
for
pass.
you. I might give him a shot because it seems like he'd be easy to boss around.
Wow.
Yeah.
The
So what's up?
honesty.
I might smash it up. What's up?
All right,
Got a
All right.
long bottom bitch called a hoe Neville. It's a little Dicky lyric.
It's a pass on Neville from Candace, but
Got it.
I might smash it up, Neville.
Yeah.
With your long
All
bottom.
right, let's go again.
How do you not smash a dude who has bottom in his last name anyway?
Gregory
Ooh,
Goyle.
Gregory
yes.
Goyle.
Oh, this will be fun.
Let's take a look at this guy. This guy is so Candace's type. Yes.
There's a little bit
Yes.
of variety. Here's him in the last movies, though. He cleaned up a little bit. That
You just-
sour lemon mouth.
You're going to smash that big
That's a
forehead.
pass.
She loves a big forehead, Kyle.
That's a pass.
Yeah.
That's
I'm gonna pass
a pass on Gregory
because
Goyle.
Gregory Goyle's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was terrible.
I'm gonna pass
the
really.
in the
Yeah,
movies?
because the character's a
I almost
dick.
said show. Wow.
He's like the bad guy's lackey. So he's like the bad guy, and then there's like his couple of dudes who are like like henchmen. He's an idiot. Yeah, no, fuck that dude.
Yeah, he was the idiot henchman.
He would make a good gimp. I'd put him in a leather suit and whip his ass around.
Ah, man, it was almost Albus Dumbledore. Ooh,
Almost.
Cedric's a good one.
Ooh, Cedric Diggory.
That's a
Candy.
fun name.
It is a good name, and he
Do I even-
actually is your type.
Do I need to look this up, or do I just tell you it's Robert Pattinson?
No,
Is
you
it
got to
really?
show us
We gotta
Cedric
see
Diggory
Cedric?
because
Okay,
he's only
okay.
in one. He's only in one book. He
Yeah?
dies.
He's a big
Yeah.
he's a big deal in the books though, or in the movie even.
Yeah, show the one in his robes. Cedric Diggory is like a hot piece of ass at school too. Like
He's the hot shot for sure.
Dude, he's like the football captain.
This also kind of feels a little weird. I'm not gonna lie, because they just seem younger. And so,
yeah, they children.
That's why I'm trying to go with like the later movies when we show them.
I'm 29. Okay, this picture looks.
Right.
Are they in high school?
Yes,
Yeah.
they're in Wizard High School.
Yeah.
If you were a little witch.
Yeah, it's if you
and you were in school.
I'm gonna take a moment out of the bit to say, Kyle, I'm putting some pieces together now that I'm not thinking this was the best idea that you picked this and then the other thing, and they're all high school students.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm gonna go back into the bit and say that I think this is fucking fun, and the whole idea is if you were in high school.
Yes.
The whole idea is if
But
you were then.
Sure.
But also, there are a lot of adults in the Harry Potter universe. We just haven't gotten any
That's
of
a
them
really
yet.
good point.
Okay.
That's a really good point.
Expecting to get all of the children.
Well, this version
Yeah, none of them have been like the really young children. That's good. He's like a
if
senior.
I was in high school and I saw Cedric
Right.
down the fucking hallway.
Down the Diggory.
I would smash.
Yeah. Yeah. Cedric Diggory's a smash for sure.
All the way. Also, one last disclaimer. Smash or pass is not always literal.
It's not always about children?
It's not always about whether or not you're going to fuck them. It's just sort of like a, you know. Why?
Can we spin the
Because
wheel
it's
again?
literally called smash or pass.
I know, but it's
What
more
else?
of just like a. Never mind. Okay, we're spinning
Okay,
the
let's
wheel.
go. Let's
Spin.
go.
Let's
Hopefully
get
it's an
a-
older bitch.
Yeah, let's of age, non-minor. I mean, at the end,
Yeah, no, Ron is like a full adult in the end.
yeah.
Okay, but here is where we test whether or not she knows the big three. Do you know who Ron Weasley is?
Yeah,
No.
does Ron Weasley mean anything to you?
No.
All right, I guess she doesn't know anything.
Does this guy look familiar to you?
He looks familiar to me, but I don't know like who he is in the universe.
Rupert Grint.
No.
And what do you think in smash or pass? That ass.
It's gonna be a pass.
You're gonna pass on him. Can I ask why? Can I ask why this particular ass got passed on?
To be honest, I'm not super into gingers.
Got it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ginger. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the Weasley clan. Actually, pretty much top to bottom. Ginny kind of cute.
Even Ginny?
Ginny kind of cute, but she seems. I don't know. I don't feel it. I got no chemistry with Ginny or any of those Weasleys. I'm having enough trouble assimilating into her family, and there's way too many of them. There's more Weasleys. Plus there's twins and like, I can't. No, I'm out.
Well, not anymore.
I know how you guys said you've both worked with actors in this universe.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I've actually worked with one as well.
What?
It was like a short film type thing, and I was background acting, and he was on set, and all the girls were freaking out.
I feel like you told me about this. Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
okay, he's very nice. Like, I
Right.
had no context.
You didn't get it.
I did not get it.
I love this.
Do you remember who it was?
No. We don't want to talk about that.
Yes, I can tell you. But
Or no, if we don't want to talk, we can,
we
you can
talk
tell me
about it
after.
off the
You can tell me
podcast.
after, yeah.
yeah. And
Just because I'm curious.
we were in line to get pizza. He was very sweet. He gave me a slice, or like he like passed a slice to me.
Right.
And I was just like, oh, what a nice guy. And like, man, some of these girls were jealous.
Just Waterfall City. Just gooshing. Giggity goosh. Can't believe
he was very nice.
you're over there just so chill, like it's no big deal. But he is the magic in my wand. You know?
But I'm with that with all actors, so
Yeah, because you're from here, so like who gives a shit?
maybe, but I just think they're people. I don't know.
Yeah, they are
That's where I
people.
land.
They are people, and that's like the truth, but very few people feel that way. Spin the wheel, Kyle. This is the last one. It better be good.
Pansy Parkinson.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, probably. Should we take a
Smash?
look at Pansy? Yeah, Pansy. I'm gonna get your opinion, and then I'll tell you like who she is.
Okay.
She cute.
Okay.
Well, this is her in the
Yeah, she messy.
a little messy.
She kind
Here's
of
her headshot.
she kind of dirty or something.
She cute.
Yeah, they changed actors actually, I think, right? Or was it always the same chick and she just is different looking later?
Yeah, no, I think this is a different actress before and after there, but this is her. Scarlet Byrne.
Yeah, but again, we're not talking about the actors. We're talking about the characters. This is
Right.
smash or pass on the
So you have to
characters.
go. You have to go to the
Yes,
Harry
but she
Potter
also.
stuff. Like that photo.
I don't think she's in the later movies where she's. I mean, there's this.
Oh, but you typed in the word actress, so that's like you're
because
fucking
it-
up our shit.
It auto-generated it. I don't know.
Your mom's auto-generated. Yeah, there we go.
there we go.
She's a little Bob.
When she was really young, and then when she's older, she got cuter because they recast her and changed
Got
her look
it.
completely. But yeah, she's like, you remember I was saying that the bad guy has like 2 henchmen.
Yeah.
There's like also sometimes when the group is a little bit bigger, there's a girl in that group who's like, yeah, fuck you.
Got it.
And she's like kind of a nasty bitch. So yeah.
So yeah, you would smash.
Yeah, smash it up. For sure. You know, they're always fun when they a little dirty or something, you know?
Okay, let's move on to the next show.
Are you passing?
Yeah, I'm pass.
Hold on, I'm gonna do this one more time because we have not gotten one adult, and there's like so many.
Yeah.
Like Sirius Black, Lucius Malfoy. We got Ron Weasley.
There you go,
my
Ron
gosh.
again.
We
We're
eliminate.
destined to choose from
Take 'em
children,
out.
man.
Take
You
'em
can do
out.
that?
Yeah, I should have been doing that from the beginning, huh?
Yeah, what's the matter? Are you brand new?
Fred Weasley.
Fred Weasley. Is
One
that
of the
the older
twins.
brother?
Okay, yeah, sure. Show her the twins. But she doesn't like gingers.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the Weasley thing.
They're all like that.
Now, okay, here's a fun thing. Which one is Fred and which one is George?
Oh, I cannot tell these boys apart. Because I've never done a good job, even when I read the books or saw the movies. They don't do a good enough job of giving them distinctions at all. They complete each other's sentences. They're a constant package deal.
Wow.
And only when tragedy befalls them do you go, oh, that one's fucked up. But like, yeah, they're always together. To me, there's like, it's not like one of them has a girlfriend who's, you know, a girl, and then the other one's gay or something, and like, so it's something. Like, there's nothing to tell them apart. So I don't even know the difference between Fred and George as characters. I think they're the
interesting.
same character
They
until
are
one of
one
them's
person.
gone. Yeah,
That's weird.
that's just how the twins are written. They're not written super interesting in that way. They're really good characters as far as like a duo,
Sure.
but like, yeah, they have no distinction. Like we watched Darcy and Stacy. It's like Stacy has Florian
Right.
and Darcy has the girls, and it's like there are just differences. And over time, you're like, when they're
Yeah.
together, I can kind of at least tell you the differences between them. I read
Yeah.
fucking 7 books with these guys in it. I can't tell you anything that's different about the two of them. Nothing. They're exactly, Kyle, am I wrong? They're exactly the same.
I mean, I only watched the movies, but even from the movies, yeah, they're
Yeah.
just one
Interesting.
unit the whole time.
Passing, babe. Double pass on the Weasley boys.
Yeah.
Double pass.
Yeah, I'm
No.
going to pass too.
No twin threesome.
They're
okay.
adults by the end. So,
they're arguably older.
sure.
Is that the last one?
Pansy again. What a pansy.
Yeah, because you like not removing them.
I'm doing this until we get an adult, and then we're done.
Okay. I'm going to be here all day,
my
but okay.
gosh.
Draco.
Who's also not an
Smash.
adult, and Smash for sure.
Full smash. Got it.
And
Okay.
later, you know, obviously,
Tom. What's his name? Tom
Felton.
Felton. I knew it was an F.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
There's a comic in
Seems
Austin
like
who's
it.
a sweet kid named Joe McNamara who looks just like him. Remarkably.
Oh, the big one, Harry Potter.
What do you think, babe? Smash Radcliffe or no?
No.
I wouldn't fuck Harry Potter either.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah, exactly. No, I don't need that. That's more than
That's
it's
a
worth.
lot of pressure.
If
That's
you're
a lot of-
watching, it's
yeah.
more than it's worth. Don't fuck the chosen one.
Okay, we're done with the Harry Potter. I will say also.
Cho Chang, which is just a terrible, terrible name.
Okay, let's talk about the name.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
she's
this for
like
a
the
second.
one
Cho
Asian.
Chang.
She's the one
Cho
Asian.
Chang.
She's Irish. She's like Irish Chinese.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean,
I wonder.
yeah. I mean, come on.
Look
yeah.
at the
I mean, I will say
batshit racism.
this game is about the characters.
Yeah.
If I would smash or pass with these characters.
Yeah.
But I have no context of who these characters are.
Right, but I think the idea is that you're doing it off of only objective, what the character looks like. And yeah, we're doing that off of the actor's version of them, obviously. But you don't get to just strip away and go with like, oh, but I've actually seen them on their Instagram and I know what they really look like. It's like, that's not the
Right.
point.
Got it.
The point is to look at a
Okay.
picture of Harry Potter, whether you know what Daniel Radcliffe looks like now in his late 20s or
Right.
not. That's not the point.
Got it.
Or early 30s, I guess he's my age.
So it's like Tinder.
Tindler?
Tindler.
It's like
Swindler?
Tinder where you swipe right or left.
Yes, exactly.
That's exactly what Smash or Pass is.
Great.
We are swiping
I love
on-
Tinder.
Your favorite. All right, what's our next show?
We're not doing the next show.
We're not doing the next show?
No, we're not going to do the next show.
Okay. Is it because they're all in high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
We brought up a good point. Although I did.
No, this would be fun. Kyle, do you want to prep this for another day and you can pick adults?
That sounds fun.
Right?
To be fair,
It'll be like an episode we can publish that doesn't incriminate us legally.
the other show, they
talk
are
about fucking
they are
kids or
all
whatever.
adults playing high schoolers.
Yes, but in the universe, I'm 29 now, and these.
Well,
they're
in the
kids.
universe, you would be going to high school with them.
Right.
We didn't disclose that.
But I didn't know
We
we,
did.
had
We
to
said
make
it.
so many rules. I also saw a Smash or Pass the other day of Disney characters. It's not that deep.
That's what she said.
There it is. Yeah. I was like waiting because I knew you were there and I was like, I want to.
All right, what other problematic?
you.
I love you. Wow.
Great.
What other problematic segments can we think of?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Kyle, is there any other kids that you want to get with?
I'm not playing the game.
Right, but you're setting us up to choose between children.
Babe, thank you so much for getting these flowers for the house.
Yeah, no problem.
They're so pretty.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very
It's
much for
definitely
picking
the
them
vibe.
out.
It's definitely the vibe of our wedding.
Yep, that's true. It's pink. It's going to be pink AF.
This is a weird
I had to-
conversation to have with Cho Chang.
I had to push. Yeah, get her out of here. I had to push back on. I had to push back on. What the fuck were we just talking about? Oh, I had to push back on some of the decorations at the wedding because it was starting to look very Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
It was getting-
at first.
It was getting very Forever 21 up in this bitch. I was like, man, I mean, I'm not exactly a hot topic guy, but Jesus Christ, can we tone down the
mate?
lingerie vibes? It was like a whole,
Turn down the mate.
yeah, just, please. Tindler Swindler. the
The Tindler Swindler.
The Tindler Swindler.
Have
Oh
you
my
heard of it?
God.
It's crazy.
The best part of the whole movie, though, is that fucking title.
Yeah.
That is the best title of anything that I've heard in years. The Tindler Swindler. And if you're out there and you're saying the title of this movie and you're not saying it like a 100-year-old bridge troll the way that we are, you are saying it wrong.
Yes,
it is
I
not the
concur.
Tinder Swindler. Get out of here. It is the Tinder Swindler. For I am the Tinder Swindler. There's
something so fun about that.
I can't stop. And it really makes you want to add the L to the first word and call it the Tindler Swindler, which is not right.
Right.
But it's so much fun. Tindler Swindler. Oh, man. It's a fucking documentary that we watched is what it is.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made me watch this while we were doing the puzzle yesterday.
Yes.
It was pretty good. It was okay. It was all right.
I thought it was all right, but the story is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So the story, we're going to talk about it. So spoiler alert, Tindler Swindler. Spoiler alert for the Tinder Swindler. We're going to talk about it.
That's amazing.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna get up. I didn't know if it was a series or a movie while we were watching it, and I was kept waiting for it to end and it to be like cliffhanger on the next thing. And I was
Like
like,
Tiger
yeah,
King.
just go on for fucking ever because those
Yeah.
documentaries that we watch,
Yeah.
so many of them they stretch them out
Right.
forever for over
Yeah.
like 8 episodes. When it's like this was a fucking 90-minute conversation. So I was worried it was gonna be that. It wasn't that. It's a movie. It's like a one-shot story, which is great. It's not more than that. And basically what it is this guy, the way that they tell the story is pretty interesting, but it's basically about a guy who is exactly what it sounds like. It is the Tinder Swindler, and he is swindling people on the Tindler. And he goes on Tinder and he swindles these bitches into giving him all his money and keeps... He's basically the Bernie Madoff of Tinder. You
Right.
didn't know who that was.
Right.
We talked about that when we were watching it because it's a Ponzi scheme. If you don't know what a Ponzi scheme is, it's where you get the money in rotation and you trick everybody into giving you enough money and you promise them enough money later and you get it in rotation to where everyone thinks that they're going to make a bunch of money at some point, but really like you're just moving all the money around and it never really exists. And that's what
Right.
this guy was doing through Tinder. He would get in these like relationships with these women who had a pretty good, like a little bit of money, not a lot of, they weren't rich women,
Right.
but they were like regular women, but they had like a pretty good line of credit. Or they had like, they
Yeah.
weren't poor.
Yeah.
And so they were just like these middle-class women in Europe. And this guy would pretend to be the heir to this diamond fortune. And he would trick these women into being in like a relationship with them. And he would create these super high stakes where he was like he was in trouble. He was in danger and his enemies are trying to get him. And eventually he would ask for money and then he would ask for more money and then they would give it to him and then he would give it back.
Right.
He would give them back the money that they borrowed plus extra. So he would like borrow 50 grand and then he would like give them 100 grand back. And they would be like, oh, okay. And he was so long conning them.
Yes.
It was not a weekend thing. This was like
Yeah.
he didn't ask for money for a month.
Yeah.
He was in this thing and in person. That's the thing that got me about the movie that I was like, okay, this is pretty fucking good. It really got me on the misdirect because I was like ready for it to be a catfish at every moment. I'm like, when is he full of shit?
Right.
They're going to show up, meet the guy on Tinder who says he's, I'm fucking rich. I got a jet, whatever. They meet him in person. He's not what he looks like. He's exactly what he looks like. He's like pretty hot guy. He's not, I mean, if it's your thing, he's his pass for me. But like, if it's your thing, pretty cute dude. And does create the facade of wealth to where it looks like he's loaded. And so they all fall for it. They end up dating this billionaire. They think they've struck the
but
fucking
the crazy
lottery.
part is, yes, there were romantic relationships, but he also did it with just a friendship.
Yeah. Yeah, he manipulated the friendship in the same way. And the thing that I thought was fucking crazy. So he uses his health and safety as leverage to get them to give him money.
Urgent, yeah.
He has a video of him in an ambulance and he's with his bodyguard and he's bleeding and he's like, they got us. We barely got away.
Yeah.
And he like staged that. It's not real. They're pretending, everybody in the situation. And he sent the same video to all the same people.
Yeah.
The friends, the girlfriends, they all got, he didn't reshoot it. It wasn't like, bro, Peter, we have to make another video.
And it was always in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m.
Yeah, no, he had the system
4 a.m.
down. And that's the thing that people don't understand about scams is it's about volume. You trick one person, that's like robbing a fucking convenience store once. How long does that, no matter what you get from the till or what you steal from the shelf, it's not going to last you that fucking long. So doing that one crime is a big risk for not much reward. However, if you manage to hijack a truck that was delivering food to the convenience store, now you got a truck full of food, and that's an asset one way or another that could turn into a shitload of money, or you can eat all the food. Like you need to think big if you're ever going to get real about crime. And this guy was like kind of a sociopathic genius. Because
I think he's definitely a sociopath.
Yeah, he's a sociopath because he absolutely, and I think we kind of learned that he clearly has some sort of, I don't know what you classify these disorders as, and maybe you know in the program that you're working on, but like there's a number of disorders that are really close to each other that they're not the same at all. They're radically different, but they present themselves similarly. And what you get from them are what I would call dramatic emotional mood swings, like bipolar, multiple personality disorder, borderline personality disorder. There's like 6 or 7 of them that I could think of if I kept going that are like they're all very different, and what's happening in your brain is super different. Right. However, what we see is someone who's like, I'll fucking kill you. I'll murder you. I'll fucking stab your family in the street. And then literally 30 seconds later, with all sincerity, they're like, babe, you know how I get? I'm angry. And they literally with sweetness in their voice that you're like, oh my God, he's such a sweet, nice guy.
Yeah.
And it's instant. Yeah. And they're not doing it on purpose. They're like, their brain goes from like, crank it this way, crank it that way. Yeah. And this guy I don't know what he has. He's got one of those motherfucking things going on. This dude is sociopathic, detached, and like...
And he would always send like audio messages.
Right. That he had pre-recorded and saved. He sent the same ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Of like, I love you, baby. Yep. Like we're gonna move in together, like all this stuff. And then the next time he messages, it's like, you dumb bitch. Like,
yeah. He's like, I'll fucking kill you. You have no idea. Going to war with me. The rest of your life will be hell. Like, yeah.
Like back and forth.
That
like
kind of shit. And that's one of those things that I will count myself lucky in all the relationships I've had. I've dated some mean people that when things got rough, they were mean. And I really don't like that. We've talked about that before. I don't get meanness. I mean, there's a lot of ways to deal with stuff in the world, but like, it's not hard for me to understand, but it's hard for me to be really sympathetic, and it's hard for me to be patient with people who react to their pain in that what I consider to be childish way of hurting other people on purpose. Which, watch a movie. It doesn't help or make you feel better. It's like the oldest thing in the world. Like, whatever. We're going to talk about that necessarily. But like, it's really crazy to see how people react to the situation because, man, these girls do not look good in this movie. Yeah. Like, you feel a little bit better later because you're like, God damn, he's good. Yeah. But still, the first girl is telling the story of like, I met this guy on Tinder. And he met me on a first date and said, get on a private jet with me and go to like Belgium, like a different country. Yeah. Now I get it's Europe and they treat countries like states over there basically. But like, what? I would not go on a first date with someone, and I don't care how rich and cool they are, especially if they're not verifiably like a famous person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Zendaya like ended up on like out for the day with me, I wouldn't have as many reservations because I'm like, we're not gonna get away with nothing.
Right.
Everywhere we go, it's gonna be like, you're with her. Like, there she is. Yeah. Like, it's like, this was not like that. This guy has all of the status, but none of the facial recognition. He's not a famous person.
Right.
So she literally goes out to lunch on Tinder with this dude who's like, I'm a billionaire. I have private jet. You should come with me on this jet to go do whatever the fuck
with
vacation.
The family.
And he says, my daughter's going to be on the jet. She agrees to go meet his daughter the first day they've ever met and get on a private jet to go to another place.
Right.
And then in that journey, before she literally gets on the plane, the mother of the baby is there with the baby. Like, he's a really good dad. Like, he's a great guy. You can totally trust him. And then we find out later that she was like in on it and all of this crazy. Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's like, okay, that's elaborate. And wow, what a lot of things to like set up if he's full of shit. But even if he's not full of shit, why are you going with this stranger?
Right.
Even a billionaire who's like, I have a good guy. He's a good guy. You're like, what the so what if he is?
The way they, tell these women's stories, they know that they don't look so great. And part of their thing,
they're so embarrassed.
Yeah, when they decided to be like, you know what, we need to expose this guy. They knew that it was going to be not so great for them.
Yeah, and they did it anyway, which is super dope.
Which is super brave of them.
Yeah, it is.
And
you got to give credit where credit's due there.
Yeah. But when you hear their stories, you're like, oh no, like it just doesn't sound safe. It's like red flag after red flag, in my opinion.
And they're friends.
Yes.
While they're in the situation, these girls are texting their friends like, I don't know, he seems nice. I'm going on this private jet. And all their friends are like literally sending like red flag emojis and like, girl, don't do it. Bad idea.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know, he's nice. And it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to spend time judging these girls because I don't think I don't get it enough to even understand it. I want to make judgments about it, but I just think it's unfair. So I'm going to skip that. But I couldn't help. You said something to me, by the way, that I am going to bring up on this podcast. You said that if I wasn't a good guy, that I have the personality to be him.
I did.
While we were watching it.
Yeah.
Do you want to unpack that? I have the personality of the Tindler Swindler.
I didn't mean it in like mental disorders, like sociopathic ways.
Let's start there. Are you sure? I didn't even... That wasn't a question. That wasn't even part of...
I know.
Thanks for clearing that up, babe.
But the fact that we're talking about it
let's go.
right now.
Sure.
I will say
Christ.
you're very charming. And you're very smart.
I wasn't trying to fish for compliments. I was literally the opposite of like, why am I the Tindler Swindler?
Yeah, but if you take out the sociopathic behaviors of people like that, you get nothing but compliments, really.
I guess that's a good point. Yeah.
And to
you
be
take
fair,
out the bad personality, it's good stuff. That's a good point.
To be fair, I don't know when, but sometime in the future on our podcast, we're going to talk about our relationship and the many years, of ups and downs, I would say.
Yes.
And I think those stories will help my reasoning.
Sure.
For why I say that.
Yeah.
So let's just leave it at that.
Okay, that's appropriate.
Thank you.
I think, yeah, that's very good.
I was going to say, not to harp on it too much, but when we watched that Nexium documentary, we had a similar conversation about Rob possibly being a cult, like having the potential to be a cult leader.
When I was in high
it's all
school,
about charm.
This is what I was
getting
gonna
people
say.
to do what you want.
This is what I was going to say.
Okay.
When I was in high school, and I have told you this before, but I don't think I've said it on the show. When I was in high school, the girl I lost my virginity to, who was my girlfriend for like 3.5 weeks or something like that.
Okay.
She said that to me. And she was the first person who ever said that to me. She was like, you could be a cult leader. And I was like, what?
Oh my God.
What kind of
In
thing is
high
that to say?
school?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she was like, I can just see a lot of people buying whatever you sell.
Wow.
And I was like, that is hurtful. I don't like that.
with a smug look.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know how to process. So, ouch. Yeah, no, it was, I remember being like, I was trying to find the compliment in it. I really was, because I felt like I was like, there's got to be something attractive about cult leaders. Otherwise, people wouldn't be in the fucking cult. But why that? She wasn't like, you could run for office. You should be
Right.
president. You should, good for us that we have you. She was like, I bet you trick a bunch of people into killing themselves. I bet you do that shit. I know that's what she
my
meant. Nah, I know that's what she meant.
gosh.
She's one of my only ex-girlfriends who does not talk to me under any circumstances. She did not like me. But she was obviously touching on something that other people agree with.
yeah.
And I'm not really sure. What would my cult be about? What do you think about that, Kyle? Do you guys, I mean, if we're going to do it, let's go. So like, what's the whole idea?
I was going to say that cult leader wouldn't be the first thing I would think of to describe you or to say that
Thanks,
you
man.
have the potential. It only came
cool.
up within the context of things we were watching.
Right.
It's not like I look at you and I'm like, that's a cult leader right there. No. It's just saying within the context, yeah, I could see it.
That's better.
Can't excuse high school girl, though.
You know what? I fucking never thought about being in or joining or leading a cult at any point in my life until everybody started telling me I should do it. So now maybe that's what's going to fucking happen. And at the end of the day, it's going to be documented that I didn't even want to do this. I didn't want to do this. Okay?
Those are the most successful cult
All
leaders.
these people, everybody who's underground right now, that's not something I wanted to do. That's something that the world told me I must do. They told me, this is what you're meant to do in this life. And I was like, really? I don't really think it's my thing. And it kept coming up. And then boom, Tindler Swindler. I love you.
Love you.
You're good?
I'm good.
We're good?
We're good.
We're new. You're good.
That was a great full circle. You brought it all the way back to Tindler Swindler.
Tindler Swindler.
And I think that's a cut.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip from We're New.
Hey. Okay.
No, you're supposed to tell them. You're supposed to tell them they can watch other clips right here.
Oh my goodness. Yes, what he said.
If you are, you want to.